My name is Sarah Michals. I'm a reporter at WXYZ out of
Okay.
Detroit. The
Okay.
community here in Detroit, I'm sure you know this, they
Yes.
absolutely love you. And you have been a part of multiple projects here over the last couple of years. We were wondering, do you have any projects coming up in the city of Detroit or any plans to visit that you could tell us about?
Well, we're working on some things now. Matter of fact, Lex is working on some projects that we want to give back to the community. Matter of fact, one of the Detroit Lion owners are spearheading. So uh, I can't tell you about it now. We're just trying to put it all together now. But as soon as we get it all together, I will let you know. And that was so. Since you said that, right? That was the hardest thing that happened a week ago Sunday for my Commanders to be playing the Detroit
Oh,
Lions. That was just crazy. I'm still my mom and them. They didn't know what to do. They and to see the state
mhm.
so happy and but I will say this: we took a lot of some of the pages from the Lions and how they built the team, and that's what we were trying to do. Make sure the quarterback play was good, explosive on the wide receivers, the things that the Lions they just built an incredible organization, and so to see everybody excited, that made me feel good to see how the Lions are performing. And I am working on some things. Um, I'm hoping that they come to fruition and that we are able to then come home and tell you all about them.
There are a lot of Detroiters who look up to you, and I wanted to talk a bit more about your entrepreneurship. For those who are starting businesses and they're from Michigan or the city, you have become a very successful businessman. What would be your piece of advice to them if they look up to you and they want to follow in your footsteps in that way?
Well, I think first find out what you're passionate about or what you want to invest in and get into, right? And then be an expert at that. Research, do your homework and research. Really understand the sector that you're trying to get into. For me, I've always tried to understand that sector if I'm getting into food or if I'm getting into sports, trying to understand what's the business of sports, not what you see on TV, not what you see every Sunday in the NFL. It's the behind what's behind that, right? And I would say to them, um, they can become a great businesswoman or businessman. First, educate your mind. So make sure you're educated, make sure you take advantage of those who are around you in your community. If it wasn't for Joe Ferguson and Greg Eaton sitting there, right, in Lansing, I couldn't be this businessman that I am today. So I saw it firsthand, right, that these two gentlemen were successful. I could also go have meetings with them, and they help educate me on 101 of business, right? How to start a business, how to grow a business, how to in terms of sustainability of a business. All those things that I needed to know, they gave me a great education. So what I'm saying to you, these young people can be successful, but they have to apply themselves, make sure they educate themselves, make sure that um, they know that this is what they really want to get into and they're passionate about it, and then go for it. We have so many great business people in the state of Michigan. Look at how many people own teams from the state of Michigan. I think for one state, I think we own more teams than anybody else can claim that, right? And so Matt owning the Phoenix Suns, Dan Gilbert, I can keep going. Tom Gores, all of us are born and raised in the state of Michigan, and we're it's more than that, right? So just think about that. How many people? But they all did their homework. They all understood uh, business of sports or the business that it comes with that business in terms of the back of the house, how much it costs, on and on and on. So they have to really understand that they have to save their money because owning a business, starting a business takes a lot of capital, and then hire the right people. I can keep going, but I just want them to know that they can do it. And also tell them to read about people who just like me, they can read about me or read about all the people I just mentioned and understand their story. Their journey won't be the same, but they can learn from those people.